So what am I doing? Um, Trying to ignore the cryptos. There's so much uh, pump and dump is going on. Whales are pulling in. They are literally manipulating each and every coin. Doesn't matter which coin you are at. Just like stocks. And they're desperate people too. So the best thing you can do right now is to ignore the game. Just let it play out. If you're gonna lose money, you're gonna lose money. You're gonna gain money, you're gonna gain money. But don't get out of the game or get into the game if you don't want to play. Um, but yeah, so been doing other stuff. Went to storage unit. Basically, um, fixed a rig. Mining profitability is down too, but that doesn't matter. See, a lot of people think daily mining profit is the important number. So if it's $300 or if it's $75, it really doesn't matter unless you cash the money. So and the gains are temporarily going up whenever the transactions are high. So it really is not a big deal. So in my mining, I have not invested any more money since January. So I haven't purchased any video cards, any other stuff. The only thing I've done is move the miners to cheaper electricity. And that's pretty much it. Why add more cards? There's no point. EIP 1559 is going to come in a few months, or is it July? Yeah, it's going to be in July. That will basically be the fork to Ethereum, and that will bring in, they will start burning the mining profits. So you will only get fixed 2 Ethereum per block or something like that. And the rest, the transaction fees that miner people are still going to pay that. They're just going to destroy those Ethereum instead of giving it to the miners because they think it's waste of money. Okay, so amazing analogy, because the developers are thinking that miners are waste of resources. The whole thing that makes mining so interesting, coins so interesting, is proof of work, and it's okay. See, the thing is, there's always going to be something new coming in, and even if the mining stop being profitable, or it's not a big deal. You can either sell the cards or just let them sit and run them when it's more profitable. Or some people actually run it even at loss because they're looking at a long picture. Like there was a story of a guy who on YouTube said that he mined for 3 years straight. There was time where you were paying more for electricity than actually you were making by mining, but he just didn't care. He just paid for electricity out of his pocket and he kept mining, and eventually he made 30 Ethereum in 3 years, which was worth $120,000 when the Ethereum was at $4,500. So he could have purchase the Ethereum, but he just decided to mine it because that was more interesting. Because if he purchased the Ethereum when it was $90 within those 3 years, which was the lowest Ethereum been in those 3 years, then he would have purchased 30 Ethereums for $2,700. But all this rig plus electricity, I think he pays like $50 a month or something in electricity for that rig, and 3 years, so that's 1,400-1,500 bucks. I think that's what 40 or 50 bucks he pays, something like that, for electricity. But paying that and letting it run, and he never used that Ethereum or sold it or anything like that. But that's really tough. Can you imagine the discipline it takes? First of all, you're mining Ethereum for more money than it's worth in electricity, and you have to deal with maintaining the rig, all that stuff. I mean, I stopped my miners at that time. I wasn't mining, and there was no point. I mean, I stopped mining when it was still profitable, but not enough for me to justify working on those rigs. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. But this guy kept doing it when it was running at loss. But doing so, kind of like what you call it, like a car engine, it kept his miner more efficient, ready, and when the profitability went up eventually, he was ready for it. He had already had the rigs, he had the cards. He didn't have to go purchase cards for 3-4 times the money, and that's what worked out in his favor. And I have done that in the past, when in 2017, when I had the cards sitting around and I wasn't mining, but as soon as the mining became profitable, real profitable, I started mining, and it was pretty good. But I wasn't mining before because I wasn't holding coins. I was literally cashing it. When I mined, I cashed the coins. It was basically income, so supplementing my income. So this time it was a little different strategy I was holding, and it was a pretty good if I cashed it at high, but I didn't, and I decided to just let it just sit. So it lost almost half the value, and they're claiming it's going to go even further down. And I'm not holding that much. I mean, in crypto world, it's not nothing, because in the past I've held much more, not dollar wise but coin wise. But now few Ethereums and percentage of Bitcoin is really not that much. But the more you own coins, the more you have lost. So this is something I knew that too, and that's one of the reasons why I never held any coins, because of this price drops. And you just have to ignore the price changes and just look at the long run picture. So in a long run, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything went up. It's still right now, even at its lowest for this year, is still way over when I was doing it in 16 and 2017. Yeah, so I mean, can you imagine if you purchase in 17 when it was at peak like 19, and then watch it slowly go down all the way to $3,000. and it stayed there for a very long time too. So uh, a lot of people lost a lot of money because they bought it high and sold it low. So I mean, I know the history. It's not that, and I'm still positive. So it's not like I mean, I bought it at 65 or 1,000 or Ethereum for $4,500. I didn't purchase anything. I think I bought it at $1,000, and I didn't spend that much money. So, but yeah, it was not much, and Bitcoin was already high, so I converted it to Ethereums to Bitcoin, and I kept them. So right now I diversified a little bit, and I'm just sitting on it because I know if I sell it and it started going up, I will miss the boat. And in the long run, even if it temporarily goes down, it will go up. And when it will go up, it will be very quick. And the only way you can benefit is if you just leave your money in there. We'll see. All right. Just wanted to share my 2 cents. And I don't know if it's a good strategy, bad strategy, but it's my strategy. And that's what I'm going to do. And, that's what I wanted to do this time. And I should stick to my plan. Shouldn't change my plan. Yeah, why should I change my plan? Okay. So please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Yeah, and I'll be sharing more of my insight in future. Thank you. Bye.